Well, g'day there traders right around the world. It's James here on behalf of Pivot Point Trading, bringing you this weekend's market update. What I'll do, I'll just address the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, and also the Nasdaq as we transition into trading beginning Monday the 15th of September 2014. So here we are having a look at the daily chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Really for the past 5 days, the market hasn't done all too much in the overall net movement. What we're really doing is just consolidating up here between resistance and also support, building that structure which we want to see and building a tradable base as swing traders, really positioning ourselves very, very nicely for the week ahead. All I really need to do is just have a look at what the Bollinger Bands are doing. And as you can see, they are constricting price. It's saying that the volatility in the market at the moment is becoming suppressed. However, once we break out above either 17,173 on the bullish side or down below 16,920 on the bearish side, we will have some fantastic, momentum moves, which are going to translate through to our top 12 individual trade list, which we go through in that pro analysis class each and every weekend. This market is set up to move. It hasn't really done too much for the better part of 2 or 3 weeks, but we are getting very, very close to a decisive move. Either this market is going to break out and continue the bullish trend, which has really established itself since May 2014, when we broke out of this sort of topping pattern or this ascending triangle dating back for the better part of 2014. The other sort of market movement or the transition that we're looking at is a continued sideways move, setting up a consolidation, which is going to be essentially a channel between resistance and support. Either way, it doesn't matter which direction the market breaks. We are setting this up perfectly neutral. We have a neutral perspective on the market, and it's going to be interesting to see which way, of course, the market moves on Monday or even this week at all. We're expecting to see that decisive breakout. The same holds true with the S&P. The S&P has been a little bit more messy. You can see the basic structure again, a nice upper resistance level that we've been looking at, and it's starting to build, or at least build some support down here, which was once old resistance throughout the month of July 2014. Again, a very neutral trade. All I need to do is have a look at the Bollinger Bands, and you can see they are squeezing the price. So the volatility again in the S&P for the better part of 3 weeks during this phase right here has almost done nothing, or it's pretty much done nothing. It's moved sideways in a very tight and congested zone. And we're just waiting to see, look, does the S&P want to also set up a channel, or is it going to break out and continue in the bullish trend? The only market, or really the Dow Jones and the S&P, are very, very much similar. The one which isn't, however, is the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq looks to be trending very, very nicely. As you can see most recently, we've broken out above the old resistance levels in July 2014. Unlike the Dow Jones, which, as you can see, we're leveling out through the highs in June and July 2014. And also on the S&P, again, we're pretty much mellowing out or plateauing out at the most recent highs. The Nasdaq, however, has made that higher high. So this is telling us the trend in the Nasdaq is still intact. And because that is the case, we need to keep or give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers. You can see the exponential moving average is really holding up this market. So if we're going to look at the markets in context, we need to remain, as I just alluded to and just spoke about, at least bi-directional, very neutral. However, we are poised and ready for the bullish pop if in fact it does come into the market. That is what we expect the market to do. Although we are still overbought, if I just change to my oscillating indicators, you can see that we are still naturally overbought. It doesn't mean that we need to see that correction down to that level of support. So that's a little bit of a market update for all of you. If you enjoyed this analysis, have a look at our website. It's pivotpoint-trading.com. You can access some free trading content and get started onto or into autonomous trades and also trade analysis, which you can perform through our online virtual classroom. So all the best, ladies and gentlemen. Have a fantastic trading week. I'll see you all throughout the week anyway for market updates when in fact we get that decisive move either higher or lower, above or below these two triggers in green on my screen. Have a fantastic weekend. Goodbye.